Hi, I'm Psychic Saba, and today we are discussing how to connect with your spirit guides. The first thing you need to do when you're ready to connect with your spirit guides is clean your house, clean your environment, wash the dishes, make sure there are no dishes in the sink. Get rid of any garbage that's left over in the garbage cans. Take the garbage out. Make sure there is no clutter by your doorways and your entryways or your window sills. Get rid of things that you don't need. Keeping in mind flow and considering the fact that the spirit guides and the ancestors need to feel welcome, you want to make sure that the environment is presentable as if you were expecting company. You want to make sure that there is a space, a sacred space, dedicated to spending time with them. This space needs to be clean. Remember, benevolent spirits like to hang out in clean environments. Malevolent spirits like dirt, grime, and clutter. So you don't want negative, which means malevolent. You don't want those spirits feeling welcome in your environment. You want the ancestors and guides that have your best interest at heart to feel like you are welcoming them into your space. You want clean floors, swept, mopped, vacuumed. You want your baseboards clean. All right. You don't want garbage bags, shoes, and random clutter and junk taking up space. You want to make it as if you're expecting company. Think about it. If you were having someone over for tea, would it be cool if you had random grocery bags and books and shoes and ashes and various things that you may have in your house when you're just relaxing? Would you feel comfortable with company seeing that? Probably not. So it's best to treat the spirit world the same way. Clean up your house. The next thing you want to do is tend to that sacred space that you want to connect with them at. This could be a small table. This could be your sofa and your coffee table. It could be your kitchen table. It just needs to be a space where you can sit quietly and focus your attention on welcoming your guides and your ancestors. A glass of water, a bowl of water, some incense to carry your prayers, maybe a snack that you think might be appropriate. Generally, anything sweet, cookies, coffee as an offering, wine, something that just shows I am present and I am honoring this moment. You can eat the snack, but save a little bit for them. Maybe put a plate out for them and a plate for you, but you want to just honor the moment in reverence. You might even want to light a white candle, symbolizing peace and protection. The goal here is to set up an environment that makes your ancestors and your guides feel as though you are welcoming them into your space and respecting them. You want them to feel as if, oh, isn't this wonderful? Saba prepared a space just for me to connect with her. This is amazing. I want to come back here. That's the goal. You want to build on this moment. So the more respect you have for them in building and welcoming them into your environment, the better your relationship will be with your guides and your ancestors. The next thing you want to do is get quiet. You want to make sure that you are at peace. You want to ground yourself. You want to take deep breath. You want to think positive thoughts and see yourself surrounded in a white light, a blue light, a red light, whatever kind of light you want to think about. A rainbow colored light. Just imagine yourself in the most peaceful, serene environment possible. This is how you let them know that you are not coming to them in fear. You are not coming to them in anxiety. You're not coming to them because you want something and you heard that if you talk to your guy, they can help you get this bill paid. Absolutely not. You want to come to them with full respect of their power and who they are and who they have been to you. You want to express some kind of gratitude for who they are or who they were before you even knew they existed. You want to make sure that this moment is peaceful and full of respect. And the next thing you want to do is listen. Oftentimes, our guides and ancestors will whisper ideas in our mind. It's good to have a good notebook present so you can write down what you've heard or things that may tip you off that you may want to research later. And you want to spend about 15 to 30 minutes connecting in this way. Now, this is just a start. If you want to stay longer, if you want to keep the candle lit longer, if you want to leave the snacks out and make this a little altar, feel free to do whatever you feel is necessary to continue the relationship. But in this moment, the initial meeting, it's cool if you just want to do 15 to 30 minutes. I would recommend at least 15 minutes because you did all that cleaning, you did all that preparation. Getting up after 5 minutes and messing your house up, I don't know if that's a good idea. But you want to make sure that you are understanding that in this moment, you are opening the door to communicate with your guides. Okay, this is the beginning of a very fruitful, lifelong relationship. This is not something that you're just doing haphazardly for a few minutes one day and then letting it go. As you continue to visit with your guides, you will realize that the relationship is less formal over time. But initially, yes, make it ceremonial, make it formal. Now, once you've been doing this for a couple of months, you can just call your guides and say, oh, guides, ancestors, guardian angels, I want to talk. And just talk. Or say in your head, ancestors, guides, guardian angels, I need help. And talk to them in your head. Talk to them in your journal, or just make sure that you are keeping up some form of altar or sacred space that allows you to put things in an area that represents your relationship with them. And again, this could be water, wine, incense, candles, trinkets, oils, perfumes, whatever you feel connects you to your guides and the energies that you want to work with, sit it in that area. Okay. Now it's time to close the portal. So I recommend after your initial meeting, you can either wipe the table down with some Florida water or spray some Florida water in the air or some rue spray or rue sage. Rue is an herb that is similar to sage. And you would just light it like you do sage and smudge the area, and that's it. And you can also open the window or the door to let the energies out if you see fit. If you're not sure which energies may have come in with your guides, that's totally understandable the first time to do something like this. But as your relationship continues to build with your guides, you will get into a space that always keeps your environment prepped for benevolent spirits. You will sage and use your rue or your Florida water on a regular basis. You will continually refresh that water, light that incense, and keep up with the ancestors and guides that you are building that connection with. What I really want you to get from this is connecting with your ancestors and guides is about understanding that they are always with you. So you should always keep yourself sacred. All right. You should always keep yourself peaceful to the best of your ability. I know, like, nobody is saying you zen every day. That doesn't even make any sense. But understand that your environment is a reflection of what's going on in your head. So at no time should you let your environment get beyond you. At no time should you not think about, at some point during the week, lighting a candle and giving some sort of gratitude or sitting quietly and meditating. This is supposed to be an ongoing practice. So make sure that you incorporate it into your daily life in some way or your weekly existence. Whatever you do, make sure that you do it. It is so beneficial to have your angels, ancestors, and guides on your side.